Well, guys, it's that time of year again. Some of the bigger tours have already started their seasons. Plus, I want to talk about getting physically ready for the season. Let's talk about it here on this new episode of Co-Angler's Corner. Welcome back to the Frumu Studios for an all-new episode of Co-Angler's Corner. I'm Russell Olson. Today, first thing I want to talk about here is actually getting physically prepared and mostly about taking care of yourself. The reason this came up is I had a little health issue here recently. Was in the hospital for about a week. Had a Without going into too many details, it basically had an infection in my foot, and still on antibiotics and getting that taken care of. The reason I bring that up because God forbid this would have happened during the season, and kept me out of competition. So the only thing I can really say on that, and I've been kind of, it's been getting my attention a little bit due to obviously the recent events. Try to eat as healthy as you can. I know one thing that I've always had difficulty with is portion control. I feel like the portions that they say on the labels and everything they're just so unrealistic. Trouble is I've always been used, even as a kid, larger portions, so that has not helped me. But I'm trying to learn about that, get under control. One thing I'm try to start to do here is drink a lot of water. There's a lot of benefits. One of the things that relates to what I'm talking about here is so I feel full more, so I'm eating less carbs. That's one thing I've got to watch and control more. Yeah. So those are definitely some things I'm trying to, as soon as I was kind of starting to a little bit before everything went down, but trying to exercise a little more. I'm a little overweight, and I want to, for a lot of reasons, uh, I'd like to lose some of the body fat. Um, and get back into exercising. Especially I'm getting older too. I'm 46, so I've really got to watch, and take care of myself. Um, can continue to do better at that. Um, kind of getting back to meals. To be honest with you, especially for a tournament, I like to eat and eat a good meal if I can. Not necessarily just fast food, but not just because I want good food, but it's kind of just something I like to do. I'll give you an example. When I go to lacrosse, I like to eat at North Country Steak Buffet. They got great food. It's all the steak you can eat, which I love me some steak, and kind of forgive me for bouncing around here a little bit, but that is one thing I do like my protein, which is actually some of the best to eat on the regular is chicken and fish. I like a variety of fish. I love as far as freshwater fish, I love walleye. It's absolutely fantastic, and I really like salmon too. Some nice grilled salmon. Hey, I tell you what though, guys, if you have an air fryer, take advantage of that. it makes cooking, some of these foods so much easier, and uh, it's absolutely fantastic, especially if you spice stuff right and things like that. Um, so that's definitely a few things I'm recommending here. I'll tell you what, guys. If you guys have any ideas on the stuff I've talked about with you know taking care of yourself, getting physically ready for the season, um, plus if you've got any ideas, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'd be curious to see what ideas that you have, some routines that you guys have. Um, and one of the things too, I think will help me in doing all that. That helped me on the water, keep energy level up. Be a little less worn out at the end of the day, and be more attentive, and hopefully catch more fish. So yeah. Um, so that's that was one of the things I definitely wanted to cover this episode. Like I said, with some of the recent events that I've dealt with here, um, I'm recovering, fine. Getting better and better, by the day. Nothing really debilitating. Been able to walk and stuff. Haven't been able to really exercise it because I've still got, I actually had to have surgery on my ankle to help take care of the issue. So I'm still recovering from that. I'm still healing up from that, but I'm able to walk and everything else. And that's a good thing too, because I got and I'll be covering this the next episode. This coming weekend is the Wisconsin Fishing Expo, so I'll have lots of coverage from that. I'll be kind of simulcasting my coverage because a lot of the video will be both on an episode of this, plus on my daily vlog channel. That channel is called DJ Bass Fish. So if you could check that channel out too when you get a chance, I really appreciate it. The other thing I've talked about is I can't believe that down south and the big tours, they've already started their season. They've actually, both of them have a couple events under the belt already. Before you know it, we're going to be coming up on the Bassmaster Classic here in a couple weeks. So I actually went ahead and pulled up some stuff on the Bassmaster side. Um, yeah, here we go again. Corey Johnson and Trey McKinney, those two are already battling out for the top spot up there. So who knows? Trey McKinney might get it this year. That was quite the battle. It came all the way down to that last event in La Crosse last year, which I was at. Which anytime if the Bassmaster Elite Series comes to town, go. It's you get to meet some of the pros. I had front row. Man, yeah, that's always fun and inspiring. If you get a chance, like I said, if you get a chance to go. And they've always got merchandise. Demo rides are always fun. So there's plenty to check out. So getting back to what I was talking about here. Oh, excuse me. Getting a little later in the evening here. I started excuse me, started to record this and started to have a little computer problem. Windows looks like Windows decided to do some updates that messed with my computer a little bit. So I actually got that all fixed back up before I started filming here. Sorry, I keep getting off track here. So on MLF Bass Pro Tour, they've got a couple events under their belt as well here. Let me see here who I recognize in the top 10. Jacob Wheeler, he's third. Odd Defoe, he's seventh. Justin Lucas, he's 11th. So yeah, there's a few guys I recognize there in the top of the top of the standings there. So one of the things I actually might do here as part of the show is actually start giving some coverage of these tournaments, bring up to date on standings, plus anything that any special stories that come out of it. So yeah, I mean, if you like that idea, want to check it out, please again leave a comment in the comments section below. So that's really what I've got so far. Pretty much for the show this time around. Like I said before, next episode it's gonna be all about the Wisconsin Fishing Expo. Jay Shakirik's coming back. I wanted to hit Jimmy Houston Friday. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make that one, but I'll definitely be there Saturday and Sunday. So want to thank again for Muse Books for their support. Actually have a new sponsor I want to mention here. Monsterbass just came on with me this year. So I will actually in the description I'll actually have a discount code for them. They have basically I don't want to call them gift boxes, but boxes with various baits and stuff, and they're pretty high quality. And probably not next episode, but the next episode or two, I'm gonna do an unboxing one of them for all you guys to check out. So if you guys could do me a favor, like and subscribe. Maybe even do me a favor and check out my Patreon. I've got a few. Finally got video tour up there. More is going to be coming. Yeah, it's only like I think I've got it set at $1 a month. I'll have that link in the description below as well. So I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, go get 'em.